All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to BlueSync. This is JD coming at you hot from January 17th. That didn't make any sense. From Holland, Michigan. Um, got a really exciting BlueSync today. This is something that we've been working on for a while. Tracy has sort of spearheaded. We've had a lot of people working behind the scenes on this project. Why does it always do that? The chat thing is just weird now, so give me a second. I have to remind myself. There we go. All right. Morning, Kim. Okay, so we got something really exciting we want to show you guys today. Actually, we've been working on this for a while. A lot of people behind the scenes have been getting this together, and it's what we're calling This Is Our List, our vendor program. So where this started was that we, we've been a company for 92 years. The Schmidts have been in real estate for 92 years, and as we've grown our family across all of our regions, we've got a lot of very well-connected agents with their local businesses and local communities, but B, well, actually, that was it. Yeah, a lot of awesome connected vendors in just about anything, from obviously lenders and bankers to painters to obviously you can see here landscapers to just about anything, restaurants, coffee shops, everything. We have a lot of connections, and we know that our agents are not just always tasked or asked to help with real estate, but for recommendations. I know personally, my wife and I, we bought our home with the manager of the Holland office in May 2017. Geez, that's weird. It's almost 2 years ago. As recently as Christmas, the Christmas time, we were texting him for an electrician's number and for a painter's number. So we know that our agents are asked very constantly to help with local resources, local community areas, places to go, and we wanted to give our vendors, our relationships, a chance to be a part of something and to be able to serve our communities, our spheres better. So what we've come up with is thisisourlist.com. It's very much like an Angie's List, but it is specific from our agents. It is not branded Coldwell Banker. It is not branded Century 21. I believe it's branded Schmidt Family of Companies, but it is where you can see, this is the beta version of the site, so the site is not 100% live and happening yet. Shout out to Megan. I don't know if Megan's on the call. Megan Rudiger up in Traverse City. She is not, but one of our awesome designers has been working not effortlessly, tirelessly on this website, and she's doing a great job. So the idea here will be that our agents will be able to refer their sphere, their clients, whomever, to this site to be able to search for anything in their area. Like I said, I even asked Tracy as something as out there as a tattoo parlor, something as out there as a coffee shop. Things to do, where are the movie theaters, anything like that will be able to be on this site. We'll be able to do agent reviews. We'll be able to do ratings. So you can search by category, by zip code. There's geomapping, meaning you put in your address, your location. You'll only see places in that location. But the site is company-wide: Michigan, Ohio, Florida, and Virgin Islands. There is no locational boundaries in terms of, well, it's only a Michigan thing, it's only a Florida or Ohio thing. This is for our entire company. This is where it gets fun. So the vendors themselves, they will be able to be featured on here. I'll be able to type in barber, and again, this site is not built, so I'm not going to test it, but I'll be able to type in hotels near, obviously, let's just say Los Angeles, and search, and those results will come up. The Arizona Luxury Art Club, never heard of that one. But our specific our specific vendors will pop up on this directory. The cost is $75 a month for a vendor. The benefit for them is that they get put on a site where they have 1,700 agents across 3 states sending their clients, sending their sphere to this place. It's not just some random Angie's List where there are 30,000 other vendors on there or a bunch of other places in the area. These are handpicked by our agents, by our staff, and by our managers to be featured on here. We are going out, and I'll get to that in a second. We are going out and getting these vendors. So it's not, they're not going to be competing against 15 other people who have, no real experience or no real reason being there. These are going to be handpicked. And they'll have a direct source coming here from our agents, from our company. $75 a month. It will be, it'll be on a credit card. If they want to pay by check, it's one check for the year, $900 up front. This is where it gets fun, though. Anybody can bring in a vendor to the company. Staff, agents, managers, any of us. If you bring Tracy a signed vendor agreement from from anybody, like I said, I could go to, I'm not going to tell you my list because I'm going to go to these places before any of you guys do, but if you were to go to the coffee shop that you go to and get them to sign something, if you were to go to the local hardware store that you get all your supplies from and get a connection and get a vendor agreement there, you will get $100. Anybody can get this. There's no cap. If you bring in 20 signed vendor contracts, you get $2,000. You can get those in a gift certificate to your favorite restaurant or store. You can get them in marketing dollars if you're an agent or manager, or you can get it as a $100 Visa gift card, and we'll stack those, obviously. You won't get 20 $100 Visa gift cards, hopefully. But the point is that anybody can do this. Anybody can be a part of this and bring in vendors. There is no limit to how many you bring in or how much you can make off of this program. To get the resources you need, Schmidt Resources, that's where it happens. A recently added tab as of yesterday afternoon. I'll click on Florida to show you. Of course, the site doesn't want to work right now. Oh no, it's just because I had the other tab up. Under all of the state's tabs. Why is my computer running so slow? I've been having some tech issues. At the bottom, the newest tab is, you'll see thisisourlist.com. What you will find on this site is you'll see a little bit of the thing that we had talked about, the sort of overview, and then you'll have the ability to download the media kit and the vendor agreement. The media kit, and actually let me show my mug for a second. We have print versions of this media kit as well. I don't know if you guys can see me. They look like this. They look exactly like what the PDF looks like, but it's basically got the overview like you can see on the site. And you can see all the benefits and the marketing of where we will be pushing this site out. So you can see thisisourlist.com. The link on our main websites will be there. There will be social media campaigns from our local office pages to push this out. Obviously, word of mouth. It says, with an annual average of 16,000 plus transactions with buyers and sellers, our agents and brokers are often asked, who do you recommend? As their trusted advisor, this is where we direct them now. Consumer reviews, transaction management solution. So the point is that this is a great overview for your vendors of where the advertising will be and how they will be pushed out. Alyssa's asking, yep, that's exactly right, Alyssa. Anybody, ASCs, RSCs, managers, agents, anybody can bring in vendors. That's why I'm not telling you who I'm going to go to in my areas, because I'm going to go to those vendors and get that referral. So you will be able to, anybody can go to any of these places. So because you're getting this on BlueSync and their agents will probably get it on Blue Matters Monday, you have like a 2 or 3 day head start to go to these vendors. The other thing you'll see right next to it, and I don't have a print version of this with me, I believe, is the vendor agreement. I'm going to take me off the screen now. The vendor agreement. This is what you need to, and like I said, you'll be able to download it right from the site when it loads. This is what you need to bring to Tracy to get your referral fee. So it'll have the business's information. All of this information will be uploaded onto the site when the site's live. So their address, their website, their social media, pay by card, pay by check. If it is a check, we need the check up front for the whole year. Otherwise, they can pay by card, put the info here. And then, like I've said this a few times, but I just want to reiterate it. Make sure to send this to Tracy, because that is the way to make sure you will get your sort of referral fee on this. Don't bring this to the manager. Don't bring this to one of your agents. Bring this straight to Tracy, because she's kind of keeping the master list here. For any managers on this call, any revenue that is brought in from these, yeah, because I can see a bunch of managers, so it's a good thing I'm saying this. Any revenue that is brought in from these, the $75 a month, that will go to that office. If I bring something in the Holland area, maybe the coffee shop down the street, that revenue will be directed back to the Holland office. If I just happen to be in Brecksville, Ohio, and I'm at that really good Chinese restaurant I went to, and I'm able to sign them up, that will go to Brecksville. That revenue will. So anywhere you go, or sorry, any vendor you get, that revenue will be directed back to that office. So super quick recap. Thisisourlist.com is our new vendor site to provide a searchable directory website organized by vendor category with geomapping, displaying content, contact information, live website links, social media links, and gathering reviews from consumers. It will go live on February 1st. That is when this website will be over and ready to, or will be kind of pushed out externally But you can start literally today. You could send Tracy a vendor agreement if you had somebody. So the site will be launched live February 1st. You might, some pushback you might get as well. It's a new site, so why would I want to be on there right away? I would flip that around and say there will be so many less vendors. You will have that many more eyes on your business. The vendor agreement and the media kit can be downloaded from the This Is Our Kit Square on Schmidt Resources. Barb says, who oversees the site and does the contract require submission of proof of proper licensing and WC and GL insurance? That is so overall, Barb, Tracy, and Megan, and technically myself, Megan and myself will oversee the website aspect of it. Tracy is sort of overseeing the project as a whole. When it comes to certain vendors like insurance companies and stuff like that, proper licensing that's a really good question, and there is not a spot on the form for that, but that is something we should follow up with Tracy on just to double check, because that is a good question. Daniela asks, will this topic and recording be the Blue Matters Monday? Yes, Daniela, it will be. As always, I'm recording it right now. I'm going to have it uploaded to the YouTube channel with it probably by 11, honestly. I normally do it right after the call. And then it will, I believe Tracy has asked that an email actually goes out from the marketing team company-wide this afternoon. So I don't think the agents will actually, so I kind of misspoke. The agents will not get this Monday, they'll get it this afternoon. So you actually only have a 2 or 3 hour head start on the rest of the company. Yes, this will be sent out company-wide very soon. Are there any other questions on this? The only two, just as a note, the two things that Tracy and I spoke about that will not be accepted are casinos and liquor. Those are the two no-nos for the site. Anything else will be accepted. If you're worried about it, contact Tracy. Just say, hey, this is what I'm doing. Like I jokingly said to her, I said, hey, what about my tattoo parlor that I go to? And she thought about it. She goes, I don't see why not. So if you have something you think is on the fence, bring it to us, and we'll let you know if we think it'll be appropriate for the site. But again, this is not just limited to banks and lenders and insurance. This is for our communities. Any relationship that you or your agents have that will be valuable to clients is something we want to put on this site. I don't see any more questions coming in as of this moment. You're always welcome, of course, to reach out to us. If you say no liquor, can we have local restaurants? Yes, Lisa, we absolutely can. I think it's more like, hey, I'm not going to have Southside Party Store on here as like a liquor store. So, of course, restaurants that serve alcohol is one thing. It's more of a liquor-based store, I believe is kind of the line that we're drawing. But again, talk with Tracy. Again, a local restaurant, a nice Italian restaurant that serves wine. Yeah, that's not going to be something that we say no to. Will this be a link that agents can put on their websites? Absolutely, Jennifer. So it will literally be thisisourlist.com. This is the site itself. Like I said, we will be doing social campaigns from our office pages across the company. We are looking at doing a Facebook page just for this site, because although it will be centric to our companies, like I said, this is not branded Coldwell Banker. This is not branded Century 21. So we will be able to push this out, hopefully, and make it more of a community beacon. And we have actually some really fun advertising plans as the site grows. And I don't want to spoil anything because it's top secret. But we do have some really good examples of what we want, or some ideas of what we want to do. So I hear you, Tia. Again, this is just the template of what the site's going to look like. This has not been changed to reflect what our site will look like. And we have some good talking points, Daniela. That's a good point, and I think those are the details that will go out with the email today. But I know that the talking points that we want to hit on are all on this media kit. So just again, to show you guys what the media kit looks like that you can download, the front has the little blurb about why we're doing this. It's kind of, saying we've got 92 years in the business, like I said, all of the sort of vendors, doctors, dentists, architects, home warranty, furnishings, handymen, everything that we work on. The back is the talking points of where this will be advertised and why this will be valuable. So I would take a look at this for sure. That's just for the cost of all agents have this on the site. Yeah, and honestly, it's a sales pitch to a degree, but the people that I'm going to say is, listen, we've got 80 plus agents in the Holland office alone, let alone the 1,800 across all of our regions. This is not just some random site that we're pushing out on Facebook. This is one that our 1,700 agents are going to be directing people toward And as your trusted advisors, we direct our agents to vendors, and this is a great opportunity because if our agents don't know, if someone says, "Hey, do you guys know a good, I don't know, just like I said, do you guys know a great dentist in the area?" and our agent doesn't have an answer, this is where we're hoping they'll send them. So it's not even direct referrals; it is just company referrals. This is going to be where everything feeds back to. Let's see. Could you talk about the pricing for the vendors one more time? I didn't catch how much a month they'd be paying. Yes, Alyssa, I will do that. Daniela, I'll unmute you in a second, but then we got to wrap it up because we're running a little bit over. It is $75 a month for a company to be on this site. We will bill through credit card. That is going to be easiest for everybody involved to do it through a credit card. If they want to write a check, they can, but it needs to be all 12 months upfront for $900. So if you can get the credit card will obviously be easiest probably for everybody involved, but if they want to do a check, that's how they're going to do it. I'm going to take my face off and I'm going to unmute Daniela quick. All right, Danny, you should be unmuted. Daniela, you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
Hello.
Cool.
Two things. One, I wanted to let you know I'm on schmidtresources.com right now under the This Is Our List section. And when I hit the click here to download the media kit, it's not activating the click here. It's not doing anything. So you might want to check that.
Well, thank you for calling me out in front of everybody on that one.
Oh, no problem. Hey, that's what we do, right? Okay.
Right,
secondly, the one thing that came up in discussion that I think is an excellent talking point is, This Is Our List is ours and Angie's list is somebody else's, right? So one of the conversations I had with someone is, we are your local trusted real estate advisor. How many times do people come to us as their advisor and say, who do you use? Who do you trust? Who should I call? So we're creating that for you. We're creating This Is Our List as your local real estate trusted advisor. These are people that we do business with, that we feel comfortable putting them on our site. So that was just one of the talking points that came up yesterday that I thought was spot on.
Yeah, that's true. We're keeping it all within the company, which is fantastic. Exactly. Thank you for that, Danny. I liked your second point more than I liked your first, but I am fixing the first point right now. So that will be fixed by the time the call is over. Does anybody else have any more questions before we wrap up the call? Like I said, you can go out and start doing this today. You can bring vendors in as of literally right now. But if you have more questions as we go, of course, let myself know, let Tracy know, and the site will be up and running. It'll be public on February 1st. Until then, we are building our base of vendors. So I'm going to call that good because we're already about 4 minutes over. I want to make sure Carrie's not texting me. Nope. Okay, good. So I want to make sure I wasn't forgetting something. I do want to send a special shout out to all of you. Thank you guys for being part of this company. Thank you for everything you do. Have a fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you all soon. Bye now.